What is the best flag in Pet Simulator 99? Now, in today's video, I'm going to be testing every single flag you can see on the screen right here, which is currently every single flag in the game. And I'm going to be telling you guys which flag is the best, which one is the worst, and which one is in the middle, depending on which player you are, whether you grind a lot for gems or you're trying to get something else out of it. Now, of course, not every player is in the same scenario where they have everything in the game, whether that be game passes or certain enchant books. So today I'm going to be going over a few different scenarios on why you should use certain flags if you're in that scenario. Anyways, let's get started. Starting off with the worst flag in the game, I believe the coins flag is the worst flag in the game. Now, there is two particular reasons why I believe the coin flag is the worst flag in the game. The first reason why I believe the coin flag is the worst flag in the game is because if you use a coin enchant book and you have a coin potion on, you will be earning way more than enough coins to be grinding through the game, whether that be running through the game for the updates or hatching the egg and trying to get coins. I wouldn't suggest using coin flags at all. They do not help. In fact, they are probably the biggest waste of time for you, unless you have completely no coins and you don't have auto farm and whatever such, and you don't have any fortune flags, then maybe I would suggest using this flag. But otherwise, I wouldn't even look at it. Unless you have completely nothing except for it, then that's the only reason why you should be using this flag. Now, the next worst flag in the game, in my opinion, is the strength flag. Now, you may be wondering, doesn't the strength flag help you out with the mastery? Well, yes, the strength flag does help you out with the breakables mastery. I wouldn't suggest using it for two particular reasons. Now, the reason why I recommend you don't use the strength flag is no matter how much strength you have on your pets, it will always take 3 hits from your pets to break any item in the game. Now, you may be wondering what I mean by it takes at least 3 hits to break something in the game. Well, as you can see when I'm hovering over these particular breakables, it doesn't break instantly, even though I'm probably doing trillions and quadrillions of damage. Although it says it has like 10 quadrillion health, I'm probably doing more than enough damage to break it instantly, but it doesn't break instantly. Now, you may be wondering, why is this information useful? Well, because if you use the strength flag, unless you're a new player, I don't see the purpose in using it. I would suggest you use a hasty flag, which will break everything faster and will save you a lot of time. You'll do pretty much the same amount of damage, and your breakables mastery goes up at the same time. Now, yes, of course, if you are a new player, the strength flag does help you out, but if you already played the game for a little bit, you made it to the last world, this flag is a complete waste of time. I wouldn't use it if I were you. Now, next in placement is very interesting. The next worst flag, in my opinion, is the magnet flag. And you may be wondering, isn't the magnet flag really good? Well, yes, it originally was the best flag in the game, and everyone was using it for one particular reason, and that is if you grind with the magnet flag and you had the auto farm game pass on, you would be able to collect coins, collect items, and hatch at the same time, which would generate you the most gems possible from grinding. Now, the story has changed there because they have introduced a new enchant book called the Super Magnet book in the game. And what this book allows you to do is it allows you to collect items from the entire map, whether you are hatching or you're just AFK in another place. If you break something or your pets break something, this Super Magnet book will pick it up without you having to place down flags and like the items breaking within that flag area. Now, of course, if you are a new player and you don't have that enchant book, which is super expensive, then maybe this flag would come in handy, but I wouldn't suggest using it unless you don't have the enchant book and you're a new player. If you guys haven't already, make sure to join my Discord server using the link in the description. You guys can ask as many questions as you want in there, and I will gladly try to answer as many as I humanly can. The next 2 flags that I think are not that bad in the game have came in a tie, and that is the rainbow flag and the shiny flag. Now, you may be wondering, why am I putting these 2 flags at a tie instead of like rating them separately? Well, pretty much both these flags do the exact same thing, and what it is that it makes every single one of your pets in your inventory that rarity. So for example, you use the rainbow flag, every pet in your inventory will be rainbow rarity for a limited time, of course. And what the rainbow rarity is that when every pet in your inventory is rainbow, rainbow pets do more damage in the game. Same with shiny pets, but rainbow pets tend to do a little bit more than shiny from what I believe. And how this comes in handy is when you're grinding in the game with a full team of, let's say, huge pets and like super good pets. If you have a full team of rainbow or rainbow shiny or just shiny by itself and you're using these flags, it will overall increase the damage of your pets, which will potentially help you with your breakables mastery and also get you more coins and items. Now, like I previously mentioned before with the strength flag, the only difference between strength flag and these two is that the strength flag only helps if you're a new player and with weaker pets, while these normally help if you have huge pets. Now, of course, you could use normal stat pets, but most people nowadays already have rainbow and rainbow shiny normal stat pets, so this wouldn't even come in handy if you are using normal stat pets. Now, of course, I don't know too much about these flags as I personally have never used them aside from one time in the past, and that was when I was trying to get a thumbnail picture. Coincidentally, I never used that thumbnail picture, so that was a waste for me. And the next flag that I want to talk about is the hasty flag. Now, what the hasty flag is it is a flag that allows you to have your pets supercharge in that world. And what that means is your pets will be moving faster, it'll be doing damage faster, and it'll just be doing everything faster. Now you may be wondering, how come this flag isn't the worst flag? It doesn't even help you get coins, it doesn't pick up coins for you, it doesn't do anything really. Well, that is actually wrong because I previously mentioned that no matter how much damage you have, it will take at least 3 shots to break any particular item in any world. And that is like if you have the maximum amount of damage possible, it'll still take a minimum of 3 shots to break any item in any world. And what this flag allows you to do is it allows you to speed up the amount of times your pets hit the actual item to break. So for example, if you are grinding in world 199 and it takes you 1 second to hit 3 times on an item, with this flag down, it may cut your time by 0.3 seconds, for example. And if you're multiplying that by like a full day worth of grinding, you are probably breaking like a lot more than you think compared to if you didn't use this flag. Now, of course, I don't use this flag personally as it is not the best flag in the game, which I'm going to be mentioning the best flags in my opinion very soon. But yes, this flag is one that I suggest to all players in the game if you don't have the next 2 flags I'm going to mention. And the reason why is because this flag will help you speed up the process of grinding, help you complete your breakables mastery, and will overall make your pets move faster, which will give you a higher chance of getting more breakable items and such. Now, the next 2 flags are going to be tied in the same position, and that is the diamond flag and the fortune flag. Now, many people are going to say, isn't the fortune flag much better? The answer to that is yes, the fortune flag is indeed a lot better than the diamond flag, and the reason why is because it allows you to get 2.5 times as much diamonds and 50% more coins from the area you are grinding in. Now, some people might ask me, if the fortune flag is better, why are you saying the fortune flag and diamond flag are tied? Well, there's one reason why I'm saying these 2 flags are tied, and that is because the fortune flag, as you can see, costs a lot more than the diamond flag. And the reason why is because it is a lot harder to get the fortune flag from grinding. Even though I have more fortune flags than diamond flags, it is a lot harder to get these, therefore people sell them for a lot more gems. So if you are using this to grind, you might need to have a lot of good pets, otherwise it might not even be worth it for you to use this. Now yes, the diamond flag is not really the best flag in the game, but it is one of which I would recommend if you are a person who likes to AFK in the best world like myself, and you can't afford the fortune flag, then I would suggest using diamond, as it's probably one of the most profitable flags for you in terms of grinding for gems. While fortune flag, on the other hand, is a really good flag overall, I would suggest people use it like for daily grinding if you grind a lot. But the thing with this flag is not everyone can actually afford to have a lot of them down, and the reason why is because they are expensive. So that's why I'm saying both of these are tied rather than just this being number 2 on the rank. Now, first and foremost, the most expensive flag of them all is the best flag in the game for 2 particular reasons, and both of them are paid to win methods. So unless you're a pay to win player, I wouldn't suggest you use this flag, but if you do pay to win, then use this flag because it's the most profitable one for you from my opinion. And that flag will be the exotic treasure flag. Now you may be wondering, this flag costs 100,000 each to buy. And the reason why it costs so much is because the only way you can get this flag is if you buy the Forever pack, or if you get it from any Robux bundle pack of such that I'm not aware of, and that is the only way I've seen people get this flag. Now you may be wondering, how is this flag actually useful? Well, if you have this flag down and you have a game pass called Super Drops, what it allows you to get is it allows you to get a ton of different items, and with Super Drop it allows you to get a lot of good items. So if you have both of these grinding at the same time, you will be able to get tons and tons of items in the game, which will overall help you out, make you tons of gems, and be very beneficial if you grind a lot with like all the flags down, with all your boosts running, and with this game pass on. Now, of course, many people are going to disagree with me and say this flag is not the best flag, the fortune flag is, and I would have to honestly agree with you. I do believe fortune is the best flag in my opinion, but in general, I do believe this flag is the most beneficial in terms of making the most profit. Now, of course, you do have to pay to win a lot in order to make the most profit using this flag, but it is really beneficial if you already pay to win and you buy game passes, you use all your potions and such in between, then yes, this is the only reason why you would use the exotic treasure flag. But personally, I don't even use the exotic treasure flag, as it is a little bit too expensive for my comfort just to be thrown down. Now, to break down every flag I mentioned, I'm gonna say the top 3 best ones are Fortune, Diamond, and Hasty, and the top 3 best ones for pay to win players is the exotic treasure, Fortune, and the shiny. Now, if you are a new player in the game, I would suggest you use Magnet and Hasty, or Diamond and Fortune. If you already finished the game and you're in the best world, then maybe use these 2. Of course, if you don't have a super magnet book, I would suggest you use the magnet flag, of course. But otherwise, if you already have that book, then I would suggest you use the Hasty, the Diamond, or the Fortune book if you are a new player in the game, because those are the most beneficial. Now, of course, since I'm going over every flag in the game, I most definitely probably miss a very important detail somewhere. So if you guys found that I missed any important details, or you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about each flag. If I missed anything, let me know what I missed so I can correct you in the comments. Also, thanks for watching this video, by the way. If you would like to support me out, feel free to become a member down below. It allows me to make more amazing videos such as this one, and it allows me to fund future projects in which I can entertain you guys. Otherwise, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.